My student gave me a pregnancy test as a Christmas gift. What happened next changed both our lives forever. The holiday gift exchange in my 5th grade classroom was supposed to be simple part small tokens under $10, wrapped and ready for the last day before winter break. As a third-year teacher at an underfunded school in Detroit, I'd learned to expect anything. Half-used coloring books, re-gifted toys, or sometimes nothing at all from students whose families couldn't afford extras. But nothing prepared me for what Tyett placed on my desk that December morning. I saved my allowance for 3 weeks, Miss Carter, she whispered, her eyes bright with anticipation. Open it now, please. The small package was meticulously wrapped in Sunday comics, secured with at least a dozen pieces of Scotch tape. As 25 students watched, I carefully peeled back the paper to reveal a pregnancy test. A first response pregnancy test, to be exact. The classroom fell silent. I felt heat rush to my face as I quickly slipped the box into my desk drawer, thanking Dea with what I hoped was a normal-sounding voice before moving on to the next student's gift. During lunch break, while my students were in the cafeteria, I called Dace's grandmother, who was her legal guardian. I needed to understand what was happening without embarrassing Dea. Oh Lord, her grandmother sighed when I described the gift. I'm so sorry, Miss Carter. Dea's overheard me telling my neighbor that you remind me of my daughter Pertace's mother parent before she got pregnant. Same glow, same tiredness. I didn't realize she was listening. The pieces clicked together. Dea's mother had died from complications during childbirth. Dea's had never met her. She's been saying you look tired like her mama in the pictures, her grandmother continued. I think she's worried history might repeat itself that afternoon. I asked Dacia to stay after class. Instead of scolding her, I asked why she chose that particular gift. You've been throwing up in the trash can when you think we're reading, she said matter-of-factly, and you fall asleep during quiet time sometimes. That's what happened to my mom before she died having me. Her directness took my breath away. I'd been hiding my symptoms for weeks, chalking up my exhaustion to end-of-semester stress. I don't want you to die too, she added quietly. You are my favorite teacher that night, alone in my bathroom. I used Stacy's gift. 2 pink lines appeared almost immediately. I was pregnant, something my boyfriend and I had thought impossible due to my PCOS diagnosis years earlier. When school resumed after winter break, I pulled Daisy aside and thanked her for her gift. I explained that pregnancy doesn't usually mean someone will die and that her mother's case was very rare. I promised I'd take extra good care of myself and the baby. Will you name her after my mom if it's a girl? She asked. I smiled. What was your mom's name? Sophia, she said. It means wisdom. 6 months later, I was placed onto bed rest due to preeclampsia pernd, the same condition that had taken Taya's mother. Hikes to TAS early diagnosis. My doctors were vigilant from the start. When my blood pressure spiked dangerously during delivery, they were prepared, potentially saving both my life and my daughter's. Sophia Grace Carter was born healthy on the 17th of July. Taya and her grandmother were our first visitors. As Dan held baby Sophia with careful arms, her grandmother pulled me aside. You know, she whispered, Jaya prays for you every night has since October. I've remained Tella's teacher for 3 years now, having requested to move up grades with her class next year. She'll head to middle school and I'll return to 5th grade. But our connection remains special. Last week during career day, Ty announced she wants to become an obstetrician. I want to help moms and babies stay together, she explained. Sometimes the most inappropriate gifts turn out to be exactly what we need. A $12.99 pregnancy test from a worried 10-year-old didn't just reveal my unexpected miracle. And somewhere I like to think Dave's mother is smiling at the wisdom of her daughter and the little girl who carries her name.